Now we get to the gnarly part. 328. Exercise 328. And I did 327, which is just like 328. So we talk about geometric means, and and geometric means, it's pretty good explanations. If you wanted to calculate, for example, what the average increase in inflation was for the last 10 years, the inflation rate's going to differ from each year, and you can't just take the average. And this is a demonstration here. If you look at column A, and the numbers that were given in problem 27, okay, I've put those down and I've calculated what the average is, and it's 13%. And while that may end up being close, okay, it's not a precise number. So what I've done is converted those to this. You add 1, right, to each of these to give you this, this type of a readout, or this number, okay, and then our equation, and the equation that you're going to use is actually the equation that is in, I gotta find that thing now. Well, it's in on page 67 there. Gives you an idea. I thought there was a better spot there. Actually, yeah, if you look at the page 66 in the little blue thing in the example there in the solution, it's the square, or not the square root, it's the nth root, if you want to say that, of the product of all of those interest rates. Okay, had to get my terminology. Hopefully they're squared away. Whether that's correct or not, I guess we'll find out. So, okay, so I did this. I just said this is equal to 1 plus this. Okay, and so I can do that. And that just takes that all the way down then. Okay, basically just adding the 1 to that. And then I'm ultimately want to find the 5th root, because I got 5 items here. So it's going to be the 5th root of the product of all of these. So I want to multiply this times this. I want to multiply this times the result of that multiplied by that, etc., etc. And I can do that pretty easily just by saying that this is equal to, okay, this times this. Okay, but then I have to be careful, because this one, okay, is going to be equal to this one times my product of these two up here. Okay, now that's going to stay similar, and so now I can just drag that down for these last couple. Okay, and I end up with this as the final. Okay, well, now that's the product of these all multiplied together. But now I have to take the 5th root of that. Well, how do I do 5th roots? And actually, this is one of those, there probably is a function there. I'm not sure I've even looked for that. And one of the reasons I haven't is because it's fairly easy to do it using the little tent thing there that's above your number 6. Okay? And so what I do is simply this. Okay, I want to find that, and so I just say this is equal to this, then do the little tent thing. Okay, and then I need a parentheses, and then I do the 1 divided by 5. Okay, and then I have to do an end parentheses, and that's taking the 5th root then of that number. I hit enter, okay, and then to that gives me the 1.12777. Okay, to get my answer as to what the average is of these, I have to subtract that 1 back out. Okay, and so I say that this is equal to this minus 1. Okay, and then I turned it into a percentage and made sure I had a couple of decimal points. So I end up with 12.78, showing again, that it's different. That doesn't seem substantially different, and if you didn't have enough decimals here, it would look like it was 13%. So make sure you get your decimals out to a couple there, so that you can demonstrate that it's a little bit different. The thing I haven't been showing is we should highlight our answers there. Okay. So there is problem number 28.